Precipitation can be classified based on the causes for the rising of air. Convectional rainfall, types of precipitation, convectional rainfall, uh, orographic or relief rainfall, cyclonic or frontal rainfall. Convection rainfall is that the heating of the surface air, the warm moist air expands and is forced to rise to a great height. As air rises, it cools to reaches a dew point and then so form clouds. This process influences the upper tropospheric circulation. By further cooling, precipitation takes place as rainfall. This rainfall occurs throughout the year near the equator in the afternoon. It is called as 4 o'clock rainfall region. In middle latitudes, convectional rainfall occurs in early summer in the continental interiors. Orographic rainfall occurs when large mass of air is forced to rise across land barriers such as high mountain ranges, plateaus, escarpments, or over high hills. On the inward side of the region, the warm moisture rises, temperature of the air falls below its dew point, forming clouds which give subsequent rainfall. As the wind moves to the leeward side, it has emptied itself of moisture and thus descends the slope as warm dry winds. The leeward side of the mountain therefore is called as the rain shadow region. When altitude increases, the rainfall also increases in the orographic pattern, but the rainfall decreases with altitude once the amount of moisture reduces in the air after a point where it reaches maximum rainfall, which is called as maximum rainfall line. This condition where the rainfall decreases with altitude is called as the inversion of rainfall. This type of precipitation is associated with the cyclonic activity, tropical and temperate, and also occurs along the frontal zone. Cyclonic rainfall is associated with cumulonimbus clouds. This rainfall is very heavy and is accompanied with lightning and thunder and high-speed winds which has the potential to cause damage. Frontal rainfall is associated with fronts which form due to collision of different air masses. Warm front is formed due to advent of warm air masses which leads acid rain is rain that is unusually acidic. It is caused by chemical reaction of compounds of sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxides, which are released into the air from anthropogenic activities and from volcanic regions. These substances can rise very high into the atmosphere where they mix as hygroscopic nuclei and react with water vapor, oxygen, and other gases to form uh, acidic water which falls to the ground as acid rain. It is harmful for plants, animals, human environment. Normally, the rainfall is slightly acidic because of the presence of the dissolved carbonic acid. The pH of the normal rain has a given value of 5.6. Acid rain has the pH value of less than 5.6. A great way to reduce acid rain is by using renewable energy sources such as solar and wind power and reducing the use of fossil fuels. Cloudburst is sudden aggressive rain storm falling in a short period of time limited to a small geographical area. Meteorologists say that the rain from a cloudburst is usually of the heavier rainfall with a fall rate equal to or greater than 100 mm per hour. Generally, cloudbursts are associated with thunderstorms. The air currents move outwards in a rainstorm, hold up a large amount of water. For example, cloudbursts in the region of Uttarakhand and Chennai, Uttarakhand 2013 and Chennai 2015. Atmospheric disturbances are involved as closed circulation of air around the low pressure at center and high pressure at periphery, rotating anti-clockwise in the northern hemisphere and clockwise in the southern hemisphere is called cyclones. Cyclones may be classified into two types based on its origin. Um, and, based on its latitude or longitude. Uh, the tropical cyclone formed in low latitudes is called as a tropical cyclone. They form over warm ocean waters in the tropical regions. The warm air rises and causes an area of low air pressure. As per the World Meteorological Organization, Indian Meteorological Department classifies low pressure systems into very based on wind speed, tropical disturbances, tropical depressions, low winds with a speed between 31 and 61 km per hour, tropical cyclone wind speed from 62 to 88 km per hour, and it is assigned a name Severe cyclonic storm wind speed is between 89 to 180 km per hour. Very severe cyclonic wind speed is between 119 to 221 km per hour. And super cyclonic storm is when wind speed exceeds to 221 km per hour. Tropical cyclones have certain mechanism for their formation. A source of warm moisture derived from tropical oceans with sea surface temperature normally near or in excess of 27 degrees Celsius. Wind near the ocean surface is blowing from different directions, converging and causing air to rise and storm clouds to form. Winds which do not vary greatly with height are known as low wind shear. This allows the storm clouds to rise vertically to high level. Coriolis force is reduced by the rotation of the Earth, induced by the rotation of the Earth. The mechanisms of formation vary across the world, but once a disaster cluster of storm clouds starts to rotate, it becomes a tropical depression. It continues to develop as it becomes a tropical storm. Characteristics of tropical cyclone is the center of the cyclone where the wind converges and vertically rises is called as I. Cyclone wall is made up of cumulonimbus clouds with no visibility, a higher wind velocity, and heavy rainfall with lightning and thunder. Tropical cyclones mostly move along with the direction of trade wind system, so they travel from east to west and make a landfall on the eastern coast of the continents. The condition at which the eye of the tropical cyclone crosses the land is called landfall of the cyclone. Cloud seeding or artificial rainfall. The people always wanted to create rain so they do not suffer from drought.